Hey everyone, welcome to Love Works. I am Stella. We are going to do this all sign tarot reading for you today. We are going to do the subject matter of what weird ass talent do you have that you are possibly overlooking that could be of benefit for you. And you are welcome to look at any placement. We're going to do Aries all the way through Pisces. If you would like a personal reading with me, my link is in the description box underneath this video where the More tab is. Let's get started with Aries. Let's see what's going on for Aries. Okay, tell me about Aries that are watching this video, please. Aries and Aries placements. What weird... Ooh, okay. Whoa. Psychic. Hello. All right. Or able to see things very clearly. Okay, yeah, this needs to be honored within for sure. Okay. So yeah, you guys, I mean, psychic is the first thing that came to mind when I saw that. But actually, now that I'm looking at it, and yes, I do believe, I mean, well, everyone is psychic, right? But we're looking at like a weird ass talent. So with rest and strength, I feel you, like you guys would really, really most likely super benefit from meditation, not in like a spiritual way or anything like that, although that usually comes, but more in the for the reasoning of getting super focused on what your vision is. Like you are able to grow. There's like a little leaf right here. You are able to grow like amazing clarity for yourself, but needing to rest and gather your strength. Okay, all right, so let's get a little bit more here. So again, this may be something that you do not realize about yourself or that's highly underestimated about yourself. Okay. Aries, please. Okay. Okay. Okay, rest with the chariot. Okay. Give me one moment here. Let me... Okay, this is what I'm seeing here is that this is a unique ability to really be able to gauge when to work. I know that sounds like, everybody wants like weird special talents and things like that, right? But the thing is, this is a weird special talent, and it's something that you may take for granted or think that everybody else has this ability or something along those lines, but they don't. Not everyone has this. So there's this message here of you guys would probably highly benefit from reading if you're into like kind of more theoretical physics or something along those lines, although I'm not sure how theoretical this guy is. I think he's pretty crack on, but you may benefit from reading Walter Russell books, because this reminds me of like inertia and like knowing when, like how the world works on a very deep level of like rest and motion, and like that, because like everything's in motion, right? But there's this sort of space between where it's like I feel like you can see, you have this natural inner clock that you make high vibrational choices of when to rest and when to work. And I feel like this is something that you're not necessarily taking advantage of. So this would be ideal for those of you Aries who are entrepreneurs or work on your own or work for yourself or in any type of creative endeavors. This would be an excellent quality to have if it's recognized, because it's the ability to not force something when it doesn't need to be forced, and the ability to know when to like rest your mind, go within, wait until you're crystal clear, and then move forward in your work. And it's this is like a gift that has been given to you to be able to make these choices. I also think too, for those of you who are not necessarily entrepreneurial or creative or anything along those lines, this can come into play in your relationships with others as well, of knowing when to when to move forward, like romantically, when to bring in passion when needed, or when to just honor time alone, rest and relaxation, things of that nature. Like you may just have like a really great high discernment of being able to read people and yourself, of like when to make those moves. So again, that's a really great quality to have, because it's not everybody has that ability. You definitely have the special talent of being able to make high vibrational choices about the work that you want to do as it pertains to anything, as it pertains to your actual work, or the work you put into a romantic relationship, or the work you put into your own personal growth and development. Like you have a really high discernment and vision of what that should look like for yourself. So don't forget to honor that. And at times, this will need to be rested and not pushed. And at other times, when you are really feeling it, then you have the ability then to go, right? In this very optimistic and like warrior-esque positivity and like ingenious sort of like new approaches of doing things. So basically, this is something, if you're not aware of, that should absolutely be developed more within yourself, because it's like an innate talent. That's what we're looking at. So once again, just to sort of, and I'm going to pull one or two more cards, but basically to sum this up, you have the ability to make really high discernment for your own benefit, which ultimately benefits the all of everything, right? You have the ability to make these high choices about where and when you put your time and effort into a crystal clear vision for yourself. So honor that. If your inner voice is saying rest, then rest with love and know that you're going to be taking action soon. Don't worry about that. Like, don't worry about resting too long or being lazy or, things like that. It's like, go ahead and rest. But it's an action rest, right? It's a rest where you get creative about your vision and then recognize your time for action here. That's where you put your strength. your strength, like full force and with a lot of gusto and passion. Okay. Um, let's see. What card? Oh, yeah, I'm going to use these, I think. Okay. So let's get your final message here. Aries. Lemuria. Aw, really nice. Yeah, inner temple. And we get the twins again. Yeah, definitely there's this energy of you of really knowing when to make the right choices. When to rest, when to go. When to rest, when to go. Okay, so the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So some of you are sometimes forced to take rest or something along those lines, and you may feel like, why is this happening to me? Right? But like once you kind of crack this open, it's you can see like this is happening for you to be at that point of rest where you can creatively make decisions. Okay, and then you have Lemuria here, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. It's happening, baby. I love it. Yeah, with this strength. So, like knowing when the storm has passed and it's like time to usher forward, move forward. Oh, I love it. Ooh, very cool. All right, right on, Aries. Okay. Taurus, please. Tell me about Taurus's weird talent. When I say weird, I mean that in a like a favorable way. I guess maybe I should have picked another word. Sometimes maybe that's people don't like that word or have negative connotations, but I do not. I have a very positive connotation with that word, or relationship with that word. So let's see. Tell me about Taurus's weird ability or talent that they may be overlooking or not really utilizing to its fullest benefit. Taurus's weird talent. Okay. Nope. I'm in reverse. I was holding the deck in reverse. Okay. Sister. Bravery. Leader. A lot of feminine energy coming out here, but this is a little androgynous kind of here. So let's see. Let me see what's up here. Okay. Let me take a look. Weird talent. Okay, definitely something here about messages. Yeah, and then beaming out messages. Okay, all right. I feel like you, on a very, like, this is a kind of a metaphysical cosmic message for you as far as this talent. I feel like you guys are able to aim messages like towards, because there's like a city or like little houses behind this person. Like you're able to like broadcast messages from a very, very positive energy. Okay. So here's the thing though. I feel like feel like you don't realize though that it comes from you, or like you feel like this power is like separate than you. Because all these like little white lines here, it's like I feel like there's all this energy, like energy shower around you, energy aura. You have a very close affinity with the stars for sure. Okay, so, but there's this energy where I feel like you want to direct messages, but with like you don't realize like how much like you can develop this talent is what I'm getting. Like I feel like you could like literally beam out like these messages, like the heart has wings, right? These messages of hope or positivity or love, you know, just pure love messages. Like I feel like you could beam them out to large areas. So in other words, like think of a like two telephone poles, right? Think of telephone poles that are around the city and all that, and they have the wires going across. You ever think about how many like conversations and activity are going on? Like they're not actually in the wires, but you know what I'm saying? Like that could be going on across those wires. Like so many like stupid conversations or just chit chat, stupid crap, or or really intense, great conversations, or you know whatever. But it's like there's all this activity, and it's like I feel like you don't need telephone wires. Like you can like beam out these like positive messages as long as they come like from like growing from the heart with the wings, right? Like lifting up with love. Like when you see into your heart, then you beam out to like these neighborhoods. So, and you could probably even expand that to the world, right? The whole, you know, the entirety of everything. So, but I feel like you think that this like power or what have you like is outside of you. And I feel like you have not fully developed this with the sister card here. It makes me think of the hierarchy of things, kind of like a page in tarot, where it's like you feel like something else like delivers the messages to you, but it's really like your own vibrant energy here that can broadcast. And with the soft pink and the little yellow sundress, it feels to me like you don't realize like how powerful this is. So it's more of this like childlike innocence in the hierarchy of the development of the talent. So it's like, but you could really like, wow, you can really beam some amazing messages out there. Okay, so let's see. Now, if you're masculine watching this, then it's definitely feminine energy. So think, you know, think receiving, think radiating, right? Okay. Some of you might be like a little afraid of this also, and kind of want to stay in this almost like, again, childlike as far as the hierarchy of development of this talent. I feel like you guys need to be brave and really start understanding this ability. And it's only activated with love. Like that's what rises the energy, or raises, you know. Okay. And that could be why you're afraid of it, because you may realize this about yourself, but you may be afraid in a sense because it's like you don't want to radiate anything fearful or something like that by accident, or mess with the scheme of life and, you know, by accident or something like that. This to me is saying no. It's like you have this innocent, like childlike nature about it. So it's like that won't happen, and the only time it radiates is when it's from love. That's when the messages can rise. So you don't have to worry, like if you're afraid of this power in some way because you're afraid that in developing it, like then all of your thoughts might become magnified, or, you know, something like that. If you're feeling like a heavy responsibility, like, well, what if I'm having negative thoughts that day, you know, or something like that, don't worry about that. The only ones that will raise and beam out are these beautiful heart and wing type messages. Okay. Very interesting. Okay, tell me, okay, what else for Taurus? Oh my God. Really? You guys are a powerhouse of energy. Just wow. Yeah. That's what I'm feeling, like you guys are like afraid in a way of this energy. But man, I'm telling you, you guys have like this storehouse, powerhouse of ability to like deliver messages, but needing to be brave about doing it, and not worry that, oh no, what if I'm wrong though, you know, because I could understand that, because, you know, especially on the cosmic path and stuff, it's like there's been times in my life where I've read certain things or got into certain things and been like, oh wow, this is so cool, this is awesome, but then, you know, like 6 months later, I'm like, oh wow, yeah, that was so not a good thing to get into, or, you know, something like that. So I can see where you might be afraid that, or not trust yourself or something like that with this power, because there may have been times in your life where, yeah, you were maybe even questioning, oh my God, did I cause that? You know, if it was something bad, or, you know, and this is saying again, no, the only things that you beam out are things from love. Really remember that. There's your card at the bottom of the deck, Taurus, the Hierophant. Like, you are like blessed with this potential and this gift. This is something that you should be like utilizing. All right. Like, who doesn't, you know, who wouldn't want you to beam out positive love and good vibrations to your area, your neighborhood, and then see, I feel like, again, like you can develop this to expand even further. All right. Let's see. What else do we have for Taurus? Okay. Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? Wow. And you have the original light workers card at the bottom of the deck. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Yeah, you've got some power like behind you here for sure. Okay, so let's see what your actual card is. It says, where are you being called to journey to? Yeah, I feel like you guys are starting to, like, I think this reading came just in time, like, kind of thing, or just in the right time for you, where you are like, there's got to be a part of you deep down inside that realizes that you have sort of buried this energy, and I feel like you're being called now to reawaken this energy and honor this energy, this gift that you've been blessed with. I can see the Wheel of Fortune peeking out here. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera, but I certainly can. Yeah, so it's like using this energy for good, and don't worry like if you are wrong about something, because again, the only things that will rise are the things that truly come from love. So you know, don't be afraid of your power and energy here. Now, that doesn't mean like that's the only thing you're ever going to think in your life. All right, I'm just talking about as far as like radiating things out It's the only way it's going to like radiate to others, or to encompass an area of people or something like that, is if it's from love. All right, so you still may have your own turmoil thoughts inside, or negative thoughts, or this or that, or what have you, but it's like those won't like escape out into the the main field of things. Only the love of loving energy will be the positive force that will be released to as a positive energy for others. Okay, so you know what? I guess I should give some normal stuff too, shouldn't I? That was all cosmic. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Archery. You guys might have a weird ass talent with archery. You may actually like really be able to communicate with animals. Also, um, yeah, with the feather in the hair and all of that. Like you may even be like able to like really get into the like, I don't think you're scared of any animals, because again, this childlike quality of like not knowing about the dangers out, you know how children like they'll just approach like an animal, like they don't know, that a dog could bite, or that this could happen or that could happen, and they'll just like run up to the doggy. It's like I feel like there's this like beautiful innocence about you that like you can probably literally like talk with animals, or very easily communicate with animals, things like that as well. And leadership qualities, obviously, but that's not really like a weird thing, although it may be to you. Maybe you don't feel like you are a leader type quality, but you did have the Hierophant under the deck, which is very much a card of leadership, Taurus. So there you go. Let's see. Some of you may be very good at tattoos, tattoo art. And also, I don't know why I'm getting the instrument. Well, probably because it's a bow, but it's kind of a strange association. That instrument, the ebow, like you guys might be really good at the ebow. It's the letter E and then a dash and then BOW. It's kind of a weird harmonics like type instrument. It's really cool. It's really, really interesting. Yeah. All right. There we go. Okay. So that was Taurus. So we are on to Gemini. Gemini, please. Weird talent that Gemini has, please. Geminis. Magic. Well, there you go. And abundance. So you guys are able to create like or a manifest, or what have you, abundance in your life. Okay, let me get to my other cards. Where'd they go here? There we go. Okay. And it's purple, so this is like magic with wisdom. So it's not just like buying like a cute spell book and saying, oh, I'll give this a try, and trying to cast some love spell, or something like that. This is more like you really have the capacity within you. Like you've probably studied this like in a lifetime prior, or many lifetimes prior, because you already have natural wisdom as to like the more magical side of life. Gemini, a weird talent, please, that they can optimize or may not know about. Okay, thank you. No. No, it's not upside down. Okay, it goes that way. Hmm. Yeah, you have a lot of purple in your reading, so definitely old soul kind of energy here. Okay. You have a gather at the bottom of the deck as well. So that makes me think of like gatherings. Magic, the Gathering. All right, so you guys might be like really uniquely good at that game. Okay, is that even, I don't know, is that even a thing anymore? I mean, back in my day, it was like D&D, but I think Magic, the Gathering, took over that for a while. I don't know. So let's see. Okay. Beauty and summer. Okay, let me get this here. Magic. I'm getting like some of you may literally have this unique talent for gathering something in summer that is can be used for like something in a beauty treatment or like a beauty ritual or something along those lines that could like bring in a lot of like, because it says abundance on this card, which I don't always go to money for, right? But it does have like all these coins. So in that case, and it's green, right? Like not the heart chakra green. It's more like the green of money or growth or what have you. So I do think it's something that could like bring you money. So literally there may be something in summer that grows that you are able to, like make some kind of product out of or something along those lines. So I'm getting that weird message. Also too, I'm getting like kind of like a retreat vibe. With gather. Like some kind of like combo beauty kind of retreat, but with magic. Something held in summer. Okay, so there's that. Let's see. Let me look at like your unique talents, because you definitely have unique with the unicorn here. Let me get a few more tarot cards and let me see here. Where's my deck? Yeah, there we go. No, actually this one. All right. Eight of Cups, the Emperor. Wow. Okay, so I wanted to look at the bottom of the deck, and I'm like, huh, the Hermit, but it's in reverse. Okay, but then I kind of looked at the top of the deck, which would have been the next cards here, and look what we got. The Empress. Ten of Swords. Queen of Wands. Okay. Okay. I think I see where this is going now. All right. Okay, hold on here. Okay, all right, Gemini. I feel like you have this unique this is very specific. Okay. But I do feel like you have this kind of weird ability, right? To because we have the Emperor and the Empress and the Ten of Swords in between. So I feel like there's something here where you are able to, and this might even be something that you could do for abundance. You may be able to help like couples, like divorced couples, right? Ten of Swords is the ending, and we have the Emperor and Empress, the ultimate kind of married couple here. And with because of the Eight of Cups, also the Eight of Cups is about being able to leave behind things that you've put a lot of emotional effort into, but just really wasn't where it's at for you. You know, you never really quite were emotionally fulfilled. So the Eight of Cups is about needing to walk away, even if we've invested a lot of time into something, needing to walk away and find our true connection. And with the Queen of Wands here, which is very entrepreneurial, all right, and also very creative and psychic and, you know, that sort of thing. There's something here about combining this unique, because it's a unicorn. No, showing others their uniqueness. Okay, hold on. Showing others their uniqueness and that things do not have to be emotionally draining, that you can go toward your soul, your true soulmate, or your true, and soulmate doesn't necessarily mean like a person or something like that. It can be anything, right? Or anyone. It can be a person as well. It can be all kinds of things. You know, we have soulmate matches in the cosmic scheme of things like everywhere, right? We just need to understand like how that energy works. I feel like you have the ability to kind of figure this out, all right, how that does work and how people can like you have a very interesting way of providing information to people in a very tolerable way, like in a very beautiful way, so that it's not upsetting. So this is, in other words, it's like not like a hardcore boot camp or something that you start where, you know, hey, you know, this is what happened and this is why this happened and, you know, that kind of thing. This would be more like something that awakens the beauty and magic in an individual. And I gotta say, it seems like it's more feminine approach. So that doesn't mean that masculines don't need healing either, because they certainly, you know, can benefit from this energy. But it does seem like a feminine approach, um, and like a very unique way of showing this in a beautiful way, rather than a, well, you got divorced and here's why, this happened, that happened, this happened, and you shouldn't have done this and you shouldn't have done that, or they shouldn't have done this, and, you know, you need to work on yourself. You know, it's not like that type of energy. It's like this very unique gift of being able to point out to like couples or those who have like had a split marriage or a split relationship in a very palatable way, but not sugarcoating, in a very beautiful way of, look, you know, this, you know, this was an experience, but there's this beauty that awaits you. You just need to awaken to this Queen of Wands magic within you. So that's what I'm seeing. There's something here about that. Like you're able to uniquely help these situations and plant the seeds in the mind that are positive. It's summer. Summer is in the metaphysics of things, right? It's like the everything grows, and it's the time of clarity and, you know, those types of things, right? The light shines brightest in summer. So, okay, let's see. Anything else? For some of you, oddly too, I'm getting something about like a clothing line. I don't exactly know what that's not like a, that doesn't fall in line with the subject matter of this reading, although maybe, you know, it's just a psychic hit that there's something about a clothing line for some of you. Others of you, is there anything else? Let's see. Emperor, Empress, Ten of Swords. Like, you guys might make excellent, like, mediators also for, like, divorces, um, counselors for couples who want to get a divorce. You know, you may be very good at counseling um, both parties so that they can see, like, more, like, you'd be able to magically bring, like, different beauties of things that they didn't see, you know, or don't see, or something along those lines. I feel like you would be good at that also. Like, any types of, like, you know, couples retreats, you know, things like that. You may be good at something along those lines. Anything else? I mean, basically, you have this. This is the first card that came out. So your, like, weird ass, you know, talent or whatever is magic. And there's, with abundance at the bottom of the deck, you're able to turn this magic into something abundant. So, especially with the Queen of Wands, again, very entrepreneurial energy. So it does possibly have something to do with, oh, planting seeds. Also, it could have something to do with, like, if people cannot conceive, all right, with the Ten of Swords in between the Empress and Emperor. Like, if they cannot conceive or have children or something along those lines, like something to do with seeds, right? Like, you may um, be able to help these types of couples have, like, a different point of view, or help them through something in like really visualizing or something along those lines. Okay. Um, pretty pretty specific message. I don't know if that's everyone's message, but that's what I'm getting here. Okay, so anything else for Gemini? What is their, like, their overall kind of spiritual message from source here? Dance with life. Yeah, something about seeds and life. And look, and then boundaries. Yeah, like, maybe helping people learn, like, where they need to establish better boundaries, like, in within relationships. Because look at all the hands, like, gimme, 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 you know, and she's just like, stop all this, you know, nope. Okay, so let's see. But this card is dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Yeah, I feel like you guys don't realize, like, how much magic and potential and wisdom, like, that you have to offer. And you're able to turn, like, really, like, heavy, like, emotional situations, again, where a lot of time was invested into emotions. You're able to, like, understand that that's not fulfilling. Like, you put so much effort into something, but it's not fulfilling. So you do need to, like, go towards what is fulfilling for you. And through that process, you're able to help others. But you also need to, like, go through this yourself. So it's like needing to be the Queen of Wands and honor this magic within you. Dance, like, increase your energy. All right, your energy is, like, what helps create. Okay, and make sure that the seeds that you are planting in your mind are very positive and bright and bring clarity. And thus, I feel like you will do that, the same thing for others. Okay. All right. So that's Gemini. We are on to Cancers. Okay. Cancers, please. Tell me about Cancers. Watching this video, please. What, like, unique, weird talent do they have that possibly is going unnoticed, or not really realizing that it is something to be developed? Okay. Rebel. Interesting. Okay. Very cool. All right. So Rebel card coming out. Let's get a little bit more here. Um, Where's the deck that I'm looking for here? Yep, there it is. Okay. Flow. Oh, fear. Oh, interesting. Fear and flow. Oh. And the blue kind of matches the hair. Okay. Yeah, we have black and blue, black and blue. Interesting. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. And space. So cool. All right. So you guys are creators. Definitely. Like you, it's like manifesting, but it's in a different way. So I feel like you guys probably try to manifest a lot, or you probably are interested in the subject of manifestation. But I feel like you have a very unique way of manifesting that isn't really, that you're not going to find in the YouTube videos, right? Or in the books. Um, I feel like yours is based in rebellion, basically. Okay, so in other words, like when you watch those manifestation videos, like go with the flow or go with this or I don't know, whatever, the path of least resistance or any of those types of things. I feel like none of those types of approaches are like working for you or going, they may work, I'm not going to say they're not going to work for you, but they may not come to you as easily because yours is a different type of path. Okay, so hold on. Let me see here. You also have the very unique ability of, or not unique necessarily, but like you have the talent to not go with the flow. So it's like you are definitely not a sheep by any stretch of the means. Like you can see clearly what intentions of things are in a broader sense. So you're not one that's going to just be a sheep and herd mentality or anything like that. You understand like how on a deeper level how the world works, whether you realize that or not. It's because she seems young, so I feel like that's like in the hierarchy of things. Like you may be young to these concepts, but it's like, but you definitely have the ability to figure this out and master some things here in your life. And it actually is your rebellion that is your unique quality. And I can't help but think of Aquarius energy here because this almost sort of looks like the Aquarius symbol. And we do have the rebel here as well. So again, your unique ability, weird talent is like not to go with the flow. But the thing is, I feel like you're almost afraid to be this, to be like this. Like I feel like it on an outward way, like you guys have no problems being a rebel. So you might even like dress a little weird, or you might, dye your hair some colors, or, something like that. Like on the outward level, I feel like you guys have no problem like expressing that you are different in some way, even if it's not as outrageous as, dyeing your hair or something like that. I still feel like you guys always have some sort of outer statement that is a little bit different than everyone else, because you take pride in letting people know that you're a little bit different than everyone else. But the thing is, it's this inner space of creation that needs to work for you. Like the inner rebellion. Not just showing the world that you're a rebel, like inwardly, the way that you connect with source should be very Aquarian in nature. So like that would indicate things like studying things of science. So I would say like true metaphysics, not like, because the word metaphysics is thrown around a lot with like tarot cards or, astrology and things like that. But it's, well, astrology can count, but like true science of metaphysics. Also, how you're like, do not be afraid of your subconscious and your creative abilities in your subconscious. Do not be afraid to be a rebel on the inside as well. And a leader also from your heart. Because it's like a queen bee, kind of thing going on here in the heart chakra. Kind of in between heart and throat chakra. So in between like what you feel and what you say. Okay, let me get a little bit more here. Let me get some tarot cards here. You also have a way to, she's got a way that moves. What is that? It's like something like Barry Manilow or something. She's got a way, or no, Billy Joel, I think. Yeah, I don't know. That just came into my head. Not a big fan of his, so that probably it means something to someone else out there. Oh, that's a nice song, I guess. She's got a way that, what is it, moves me or something? Yeah, it's like you have a way also of, it might be the opposite. When everyone else is afraid of the subconscious, you are a rebel, and you will walk through those doors. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so I feel like that too. All right. But at times, okay, so it's like a dichotomy within you. There's times when you're afraid of your own subconscious, but there's also this like kind of kick-ass warrior side of you that's like rebellious, like when everybody else is like sort of in herd mentality or going with the flow and all that sort of stuff, you are more like, yeah, no, I'm not going to buy into this subconscious fear that like the news or whatever is trying to put onto me. So I'm not scared. I'm going to be a rebel, and I'm going to go through that door and see what's really going on here, so I can get myself back into flow. So I feel like you have this like really unique ability to kind of see through things for what they truly are. It kind of reminds me of that movie that some of you, if you are resonating with this, you've probably seen this movie or have at least heard of it. It's a very like B movie, very campy, but very, very poignant, and its message is called They Live. Like I feel like you are like that Roddy Piper in that, like you're able to see through the fakeness and the control and the attempts at control and things like that of like herd mentality, and you're not afraid of that. So you may have had like a heavy religious upbringing, some of you also, where it's like where you were taught to be like, almost subconsciously to have a fear of God's wrath or something like that. But it's like you are more unique in like, what? God's wrath, God's love, kind of thing. Like you're a rebel in your thinking. Okay, so let's see. What else for Cancers? Oh, the Two of Cups. Oh my gosh. Okay. And the King of Wands. Okay, so let me see. Some of you are great showmen also. So that is one thing that you may not realize about yourself. And I would say this especially if you are masculine, all right, watching this video, or have a strong masculine side to your personality. Like that, if that's the case, whether you are a masculine or if you're a feminine or something like that, then this is like the masculine side of your personality is showmanship. And but it's a humbling in a way. It's like not being so dignified that you can't sort of have some fun in life and be a little bit silly at times or a little bit showy at times. I feel like there's a very, very, like you have a talent for some sort of like magic skills or some kind of showmanship in some particular way, but it requires you to remove the crown for a minute, to be, to not be afraid of like making a fool of yourself or looking silly or something like that. So I feel like you have a unique creative skill that is, that would be loved, but it has to come from like this pure, unadulterated, like non-ego kind of place, like not worried about what you look like or how silly you look or something like that. All right, so there's that message. And let's see, with the Two of Cups, unique skill. Okay, partnerships are your thing. All right, so you're very good. Like you have a very good talent of like bringing partnerships together, spotting partnerships, putting others together, like realizing like two completely different types of people or whatever, but you see, oh my God, they would be perfect together. So some of you might make incredible like matchmakers, or like within a company. If you work within a company, you may be highly skilled in figuring out like, no, I think these two should work together because, Brian in such and such has this skill, and, Rodney in this, department has this skill. And man, if you put those two together, they are going to they're going to solve this problem. They're going to make this work. Like you have a good idea of like people's innate abilities, and like you're able to match them together so that things work also. So that's like a unique quality I see here as well. So just keep that in mind, that would be also the same for yourself, because if you are able to do that or see that in others, you are able to do that within yourself. So it's like, I feel like you are able to see unique qualities in others that other people might miss. So in other words, that could be beneficial if you're like looking for a soulmate match or, something like that. And in a romantic sense, it's like people might like skip by, this dude or something like that. Right. But it's like you have this unusual quality of seeing the potential of like this person that everybody else is skipping over, and like realizing like, hey, this person has really, something amazing about them. So like, I feel like you're able to do that for yourself as well. The main thing here I see is like not to be afraid of rebellion on an inner level. I don't feel like you're afraid of it on an outer level, but do not be afraid of it on an inner level, because it's like, I do feel like that is your natural flow, to go into not to be afraid of your subconscious or the power that you have. Okay, let's see. Anything else for Cancers? Wow, you got quite a few. Okay. Have fun. Celebrate. Don't be so serious. Ooh, I like that. All right. energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. Yeah, like have fun with this energy. Don't fear this energy. Have fun with like the unknown or your subconscious or something along those lines. It's actually going to like lift you up as you engage, and don't be too afraid of that energy. Yeah, then we have transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing, and you have who or what is triggering you, the mirror card. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing this. Like there's something here about some of you may be too anti everything also. All right. Where it's to the point of like you just rebel against like anything, because it's like, oh, that person's too showy. Oh, that person's this. Oh, this person's that. Whatever, like where you are like too rebellious. And again, it's this outer behavior, and it stems from being afraid of embracing your inner subconscious and fears. So it comes out in this more like rebellious, like trigger, like you may have a lot of triggers in that respect. I feel like that's just a message for one or two of you out there. Okay. All right. So that's what I have for Cancers. We're on to Leo. Leo, please. Tell me about a weird quality in a good way that Leos have that they may be underestimating or not really aware of. Well, that's like way too many. Okay. Tell me about Leo, please. Okay. Conception. Okay. You out there planting your seeds everywhere, Leo. Okay. Let's see. Past, present, and future. Transition and synergy. Okay. All right, hold on here. Let's take a look. So we have past, present, and future. Conception is our first card that came out here. Transition into synergy. Oh, well, that makes perfect sense. Okay. So you guys are able to, like, you have this unique ability to take something and like a concept or what have you and transition it into something that works. All right. So that's it on the most mundane level. All right. As far as just a basic answer on a more metaphysical, conceptual level, I feel like you guys are able to compact time, past, present, and future, into that like singular moment of conception, which is the transition that brings things into harmony and equilibrium in a higher way. So I feel like you guys are able to manifest in a sense on a very metaphysical, cosmic, scientific, like metaphysically, kind of way. But on the mundane level, if we just kind of keep it simple here, but that's just, for those of you that know what that stuff is, it's just confirming that. Okay, so, but like on a regular level, like I feel like this is just a message of saying, like, you are able to take any type of concept and transition it to make something work. All right. And with past, present, and future, like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a past concept or a concept that's right in front of you, or like some future science fiction concept. It's like you are able to take a concept and transition it into something that is workable. So that is very good quality to have. I would say a lot of you probably read situations very well. You would probably make excellent like mediators or excellent like planners for people, or like the big picture, something along those lines. You would probably be an excellent like problem solver in some respect. Also, like being able to get like all the information of what the situation is like within the company or something like that. Like, okay, Leo, here's what we got. This is what's going on, but we just can't seem to make this work. Or so you would be able to take a look at that information and make sense of it and transition it into something that will work, or that would make sense, or you'll find the right people that will bring the right synergy to make it work. Like you're very good at like fixing things. You're like the fixer. All right, that's what I see. You're a fixer, but in a like get weird with that, right? It doesn't just mean on this level. Like it could be in all kinds of levels, right? You're like a fixer. Okay, so let's get some tarot cards and let's see if we can get a little bit more. Okay. Leo, please. There you are, Leo. Oh my God, right? Yeah, it was so clear here. Also, you guys, you probably are very good at being like an entrepreneur or coming up with ideas, and being able to, again, like transition those to synergy, the star card, right? Six of Wands, your card again, Leo. We've got a lion on the Knight of Wands here. We have fire here, Ace of Wands, and right falling in with conception. So yeah, you guys are able to like carry, oh wow, and the Wheel of Fortune underneath the deck as well. Yeah, you guys are able to, again, take any idea, past, present, or future, and like ride with it and put that into some sort of your own like conception or idea or passion. Light that flame, right, of ambition here, and transition this with your confidence, Six of Wands, into the star card, synergy, pure power, pure healing, pure potential. All right, pure flow. So, I mean, very, very clear reading. I really don't know what else I can add. I mean, this is amazing. I mean, I would be like super thrilled, if this were my reading. I did mine before this, actually before this video, and it was okay. It was kind of cool. It was definitely interesting. Interesting enough that I thought it would make a fun video for everybody else. But yours is like, wow. I mean, it's really amazing. And that makes sense because it is, you guys are ruled by the sun, and the sun is like power, that ultimate like heat and power. And it's like, I feel like you guys are able to utilize that by understanding that it's not just the heat, that will, because heat, just it needs something else, right, in order to like create. And I feel like you guys have a very good sense of that and are able to bring whatever your passion is. Like, as long as you have confidence, you are able to bring this into a very harmonious field, all right, for you and for others, for sure. So very cool energy. Gosh, let's see, is there anything like practical that I want to say here? Let's see. Some of you, this is very odd. This is just kind of a strange message, but some of you, I feel like you have the ability to lead reenactment teams. Okay, I don't know if that's something you're interested in, but I don't know. I'm sure there's like one person out there, maybe. I'm sure that's not a message for everyone, but I feel like you're able to write like really good scripts or something of reenactments, and like lead your reenactment team. Like, I don't know if it's historical reenactments of some sort, or I kind of get that vibe, like maybe like a King Arthur kind of vibe or something like that, for fun. Yeah, all right. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Just leadership all over this, you know. Or it's not king, a knight of wands, but it looks like a leader. Six of wands, definitely a leader, and it's your card, Leo. Just take action towards like passionate, like take your concepts and be passionate about them and take leadership with them. And I feel like you will just do so much like good work for not just yourself, but for like the good of all. Okay. Let's see. So that's Leo. We're on to Virgo. Okay, Virgo. What unique or weird, cool talent do you have that possibly is not really being noticed, or not really, that you're not working with as much as you should, that sort of thing, or time to wake up and notice it? For Virgo, please. What weird ass talent do they have? Okay. All right. Gather. Okay. So, possibly gathering people together, gathering ideas together, maybe gathering something specific. Let's get some tarot cards and let's see what comes out with that. Okay. Okay. So being a gatherer, so also makes me think of, you know, like hunter-gatherer, right? It's like being a gatherer. So not necessarily... Oh, okay, the Ace of Pentacles just literally fell in my lap. All right, it was off camera, but I'm going to take it. Okay, I like it. I like it when things are on camera, so you know I didn't actually like do anything like back here underneath the scene, behind the scenes, but it did. So I'm gonna take it. Okay, you have the Ace of Pentacles. You guys might make excellent investors of other people's money, so that they can receive like sweet cakes and sweet rewards, things like that. So that's one thing that came up. Like you may be able to also, you may have a great talent in gathering investors. Like they hand you money for your sweet ideas. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I feel like you, oh my God, and the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is like gathering. Reuniting with friends and, you know, having a good time, socializing, things like that. Okay. All right, so here's a message at the bottom of the deck. So let me look at this real quick. Okay, so we're going to get back to this in just a moment. But one thing I see here is that with gather, it's like, because the Three of Cups is like hanging out, socializing, having fun with friends, you know, that sort of thing, right? But the Seven of Cups is sort of like a deer in the headlights look in this card. It's sort of like, ah. So the thing is, some of you may feel like a deer in the headlights when socializing. And it may then give you the tendency to be the Queen of Swords, which is very... the Queen of Swords is a very, like, proper queen. And it speaks only in, like, short, abrupt, facts or something like that. I feel like this is saying, like, get a little more curious with things, like with groups. Like if you feel like you're on the outside, like a deer in the headlights looking in, you know, it's like not necessarily showing off your skills of intellect or reserve, like the Queen of Swords. It's like, instead, let that curious side of yourself come out. The Page of Wands is very curious and almost playful in communication. Because with the High Priestess here and the next card being the World, this is more like saying, like, whatever you reflect, like, reflects back to you in the world. So, like, if we are reserved and prim and proper and this is the way, I'm going to express myself intelligently, that sort of thing with facts, then it's like, then that's kind of, it's sort of a cold, dry world, right? With spikes and boundaries. Whereas this Page of Wands is like, I wonder what that person's thinking, or I wonder what they mean by that, or I wonder why they're interested in this. It's like those types of things I feel in a social setting are probably more appropriate. That way you may not, then you possibly don't feel like a deer in the headlights or something with particular activities or something like that. Okay, so I do see that message. All right, so now let's get to this, because yeah, I do feel like you have this ability to, yeah, definitely like gather funds for investments, okay, or the ability to gather the right information to invest in like sweet things that will pay off. The Wheel of Fortune is a card of fortuitous good luck. So it could go either way for you, maybe both, honestly. I mean, quite frankly, it could be both. So you are possibly able to gather facts and put even a small investment, Ace of Pentacles, with sweet returns. Okay. Or again, like if you need to gather investors or for a startup or something like that, I feel like, yeah, people will like give you money for your sweet ideas here, and you would have like good luck in that area of finding like investors or something like that. Okay, so let's see, anything else I see on that. Just in general, I feel like you have like a talent to just gather the right resources that will change luck and good fortune. Like you are able to do that when needed. You have a skill to do that. Okay. Let's see. Anything else here? I'm gonna get one of these, I think. Okay, bully. Yeah, see, I was feeling that with that Queen of Swords energy. Like you're like I'm getting like what's that? You'll attract. What is that saying? More. What is it? Attract more flies with honey, or I don't know, something. Whatever that phrase is. There's some like phrase like that. Because like that Queen of Swords, I just keep seeing that. Like she's very spiky, right? I mean, I don't know. She doesn't look very approachable, does she? Does that look like somebody like that you want to like walk up to and say and say, "Hi, what's going on?" It's like, I don't want to get stabbed by those sharp things coming out of your throne, and that giant sword you're wielding looks a little scary. So, and sword is like air energy. So it's like the mind, like you may be giving off this presence of sort of like a spiky throne here, or like with the like intimidation here. And that's with the bully card. It says highlights tendency to intimidate others, but that also helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. Okay. And I'm going to grab this one because it's kind of sticking out. Yeah, and king. Interesting. Because we have these like throne energies here. Actually, this card wasn't out. I'm going to put that back here because it wasn't out. Okay, I just pulled it out. All right, so these are the two we have here. Enlightened, benevolent leadership benefiting those in your charge. Okay. Yeah, and look, the shadow attribute of this is conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. So, yeah, okay. Oh, we have victim here as well. Okay. The plot thickens. Let me see here. there may be something that you can offer through sweet, it may even be like art or something like that. It is a picture in a frame, or like stories, or I don't know. I feel like it's some sort of artistic medium. There may be something where like maybe you can gather people or something like that in order to turn the fortune in their own lives, that victim mentality, that maybe they had a very like bullying masculine presence in their life, that was either like verbal or physical, type of bullying here. And it's like help them like gather people to show them how to sort of rebuild. The Ace of Pentacles can be like a brand new start, like built on a solid foundation. But it looks like there's something like very sweet about what's being offered here. So yeah, like possibly gathering people to, maybe through like the study of art, because again, I'm seeing this picture frame here, or creating art or something along those lines, right? And helping people like chase their bullies away so that they can turn the wheel of fortune here. So you may be very good at like helping people just by offering a lending hand at times, or by complimenting people on like what they, yeah, this could even be like if someone is a creative person or something like that, and you want to help them, this is like saying, hey, I really like what you've done here, or something along those lines, just by that simple act of kindness or appreciation or something like that. This benevolence, like that helps them to see that not everybody is like this, and that they can chase their own like bullies away, and like rise up to a better energy. So I do feel like you guys have the potential to help others, to gather others, to encourage others to beat their bullies, including yourself. And always keeping an eye on that and making sure that you're not, because this is air energy, right? And we saw that Queen of Swords, who's super sharp, making sure you're not pushing away, out of fear, people that should be gathered. Don't push them away like with your sharpness or something along those lines. Okay. Lead with benevolence. Things that will benefit those that are around you. Okay, let's see. Oh, no, let me get this last card here. All right, Virgo, please. Some of you may usurp, whatever that word is, usurp. That's the second time I've used that word this week, and I don't really know what it, I mean, I do know what it means, but it's like, it's not a word I use often. Some of you may usurp a king, bully, by gathering others and saying, you know what, I offer sweet, benevolent leadership. I can, I turn the wheel in the positive. This king is a bully. So I'm getting that too for some. Yeah, awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. And you have the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Oh, yeah. Some of you may consider like the current king a bully, and may gather and discuss sweet ideas about how to turn the wheel, how to awaken the Age of Light in change. And you guys have been like training for this for lifetimes. that would be a very specific message for some of you, and I think you would know where I was going with that. All right. Okay, so I will leave that there. Let's see. So that was Virgo. We're on to Libra. Okay, Libra. Tell me about Libras and their weird talent that they may not even know about, that they could really bring out within themselves. Release past burdens and embrace new beginnings. Okay. All right. So let's see. What do we got here? Oh, what? Perfect, right? Libra, balance. Okay. Compassion. Okay. I'm going to take this card at the bottom of the deck too, so that we have like balance. Okay. Let's see. Compassion. Embracing others' differences and accepting your own imperfections. This is about balance, right? And releasing past burdens and embracing new beginnings. So you have two embrace word sticking out here. You have embrace new beginnings and embrace others. Okay. So finding balance, maintaining harmony in relationships. So understanding that everyone has their own imperfections, just like you do, right? Just like I do, just like everybody watching this video does. And having compassion for that scenario. You know, I mean, all of us here on this planet, we all have things, right, going on within us. No one is perfect. No one has the perfect ideal. We may say that, well, peace on earth is the perfect ideal, but we don't really know that. All right. So it's, I mean, of course, that sounds ideal, you know, that sounds great and all of those types of things. But my point being, like, I feel like you guys have this ability to see in others, just like you can see your own imperfections and how you can rise above those, you are able to have compassion for others who are trying to do the same. So that is, it may not seem like oh my God, that's such a weird quality or something like that. But the thing is, it is, because that's not the norm. Most people don't do this. They don't recognize this. They have their own opinions, their own ideas. This is the way the world runs, you know, that kind of thing. And it's like, it just doesn't for everyone. What may work perfectly for you does not work for this person over here. If it did, then we would all, as human beings, know exactly what to do, right? We would just follow that pattern, do. And that's what works. But the thing is, it's what works for one does not necessarily work for the other. That's what makes this planet so unique. And that's how we honor the different traits and qualities that people do bring to the table. So some of them might not be to your liking, and some may be to your liking. But it's like having the compassion to understand that everyone is fighting their own imperfections in order to reach some sort of idea of protection, interesting, of perfection. All right. So, and then we have release past burdens and embrace new beginnings. So you may have felt like you were in a cage lately or something like that, or like your freedoms have been tested or something. Well, release that energy and embrace new freedom outside of the cage. So you have the unique talent and ability to be able to understand this concept for sure, and to integrate it into your own life. And again, keep in mind, it is unique, because not everyone has the ability to do this, but not everyone recognizes the ability to do this. You recognize this ability. Okay, so let's see. Let's get a little bit more here. Thus, probably why you were born a Libra in this lifetime. So you also may have a skill set in harmonizing others' relationships. finding showing others how to have compassion for imperfections, and releasing past judgments in order to embrace newer ways of looking at things. You may have a real skill set for that. Working with couples, working with any types of relationships, partnerships, family unit, work and career units, even interpersonal work skills where people aren't getting along in the company or something. You may be able to find, how they can release their past issues and embrace the new way of doing things at the company, or, something like that. Oh, wow. Yeah. King of Wands, definitely. Yeah. And Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which is about like working with others. Yeah, Page of Swords. Perfect. Okay. The little communicator of harmony. Oh my gosh, Ten of Cups. Beautiful. This is so cool. All right. Helping others reach their potential also, I'm getting. So again, through compassion. Okay. So I would say somebody else had this as well. I forget what sign it was. Might have been Cancers. But if you are a masculine Libra, you may have a great talent of showmanship in some way. All right. It could be in anything. It doesn't necessarily mean being an actor or being on stage or being a entertainer or something like that. Okay. I mean, it could definitely mean that you may have a unique skill in that sort of thing, but it's definitely a card of not being afraid to show the interesting tricks that you can do, because this masculine energy of the King of Wands is removing the crown. All right. So it's they're humbled enough, to kind of be silly, and take off their crown for a minute. So it's there's something here about allowing that masculine, if you are a masculine, it's a message for you, but if you are a feminine, allowing that masculine side of yourself to shine and be a little showy at times. And you have a unique talent for something uniquely intriguing that will entertain people. And again, it doesn't have to be on a large scale. For some of you, it could be. Others of you, it could just be in social settings or something along those lines where there's this kind of silly, goofy, kind of masculine energy within that needs to be seen and shown, and not be embarrassed to show off certain talents that you may have. Okay, so there's that message. Others of you too, also studying. Yeah, some of you may actually have a unique talent of getting certificates or something like that in, again, some sort of something to do with bringing people together, partnerships. Again, that could be within a company, hiring, human resources. It could be definitely counseling, love couples, things like that. Even child psychology within a family unit, something along those skill set lines. What else? I also feel you are a peacemaker, like a peace treaty signer, kind of thing. And you have a very fun way of doing that. So it's serious, but you can make it fun or interesting. So most likely in the family, you were probably the one that kind of kept the peace or kept the family unit together in some sort, or kept them laughing or something along those lines, I bet. And that is because you have this skill of being able to bring things together in a fun way. And that is very unique, because most people would go by something like this in a very clinical way. You have the clinical ability, but you do it in a fun way, is what I see. And you have a skill set for that. So like if you're in any kind of leadership position, don't ever be afraid to kind of remove the crown every now and then and be a little like show offy in a fun way or in a creative way, not in a pompous way or anything like that. Just like, don't be afraid to show like your silly side of yourself at times. And within relationships, within partnerships, of any type, really. And again, I feel like some of you have a very unique skill set in showing, pointing out people's like immature actions, but in a, not in a like mean way, like in a very like, okay, it's like, okay, kids, I've had enough. You know, here's what we're going to do. You're going to sign this peace treaty, and, you know, yes, you're going to share your toys from now on, or, you know, something like that. You know, that's what I get. Like, but so it is getting the job accomplished, but it's doing it in a fun way. And that's what I see that you can do. Okay. So you can take that and put that into all kinds of different contexts, I'm sure, because, I mean, it would be a much needed skill, I can imagine, in the work world, being able to negotiate, you know, people into harmony, negotiate chess pieces back here, right? Being able to maneuver the right people into the right positions or the right deals to sign. Yeah, you guys would make excellent, like, just like, again, like peace treaty signer, you know, people to like negotiators or something like that. Not necessarily like hostage negotiators or anything like that. Maybe, I don't know. More like in like business world, I feel. Or romantic relationships, like as far as counseling and mediating, you know, something like that is what I see. Okay, all right. Any final message here for Libras? So what's weird about it, I feel, and by weird, I mean that in a good way, is that you just have an uncanny insight into like childish behaviors. You probably have a great sense of psychology and of how like most people's adult behavior is based on inner child behavior. And it's, whether you realize that that's what you know or not, like you might just have this naturally, like you're able to recognize people's like childish behaviors and bring that into balance so that they can bring harmony into their relationships. Okay. Yeah, your guidance is divinely guided. Exactly. Okay, so is there, I thought there were three. No, there's only two. Okay, interesting. So what do we have? We have kind of like the Fool card here. Leap. You go first and the universe will catch you. And then you have your guidance is divinely guided. Yeah, I feel like you guys are very highly guided, and you're meant to like achieve some sort of harmony also within yourself. So like if you find yourself in relationships a lot or situations a lot with people with a lot of differences or something like that, there's something about that highlighting that within yourself there is imperfection, and it's like learning that compassion that everyone else has that imperfection too, but that shouldn't stop us from, like, we'll never get to a perfect place where then it's time to take the leap of faith. Okay, we'll never get to that ideal perfection. That's not what like this planet is about. All right, it's I'm not that I'm some expert on what the planet is about, but I mean, as far as like what wisdom teachers tell us and all that sort of thing. So this is more of like a planet of understanding like equilibrium, understanding motion, understanding cycles, things like that. So it's not necessarily about like nothing will ever be perfect and then you take the leap of faith. It's more about not being afraid to like show your true fun self and go for things like when you feel inspired, even if it seems silly or, something like that. Don't be afraid to take off that crown, that crown of like king judgment or, something like that, and have fun with things. And that actually is what brings harmony and balance into your relationships. So really listen to that guidance when you are guided to release things and when to embrace things in like a childlike playfulness, but that actually accomplishes the job. Okay. All right. So that is Libra. We are on to Scorpio. All right. Scorpio. All right. Tell me about Scorpio, please. There it is. Strength. A pillar of strength, Scorpio. Okay. All right. Let's see. Which cards do I want to use? I'm going to use this deck, actually. I haven't used this one yet in the readings, but that one's calling out to me. So let's see what this one says. Okay, a unique, weird-ass quality that Scorpio has. Okay, well, that was quick. Okay, so we have strength. We have it is what it is and the power of purpose. Okay. Okay, I feel like your unique strength is knowing that accountability is kind of everything. It is what is like what generates this world, or so it is the strength and the pillar of what keeps this world like in motion, basically. Is so I feel like you have the unique talent of subconsciously knowing that, again, accountability is like a huge, huge, huge part of the game. Let me get a few more cards here. Okay. You have this power of acceptance also, because you have this quality of understanding that this world is a very fixed sort of mechanism, if you will. And you have this unique ability to come to terms with that and kind of accept that, but not in a defeatist way, in more of a, again, an accountability way. That the word accountability just keeps coming to mind, like knowing how, like, cause and effect, accountability. Okay, let me get a little bit more. All right, hold on. Okay, what about more, like, that's cool on a metaphysical level. What about more unique, weird ass, like, talent in a, okay. Oh, wow, yeah. That card always trips me out. The moon. Wow. All right. All these deep, deep cards, and then you have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. Okay. All right. Yeah, you make friends with your subconscious. It's like at night, like you also have this unusual talent, okay, like this weird talent, okay, of at night, like you journey into other worlds with and you receive information. So it's like I feel like in your dream world, whether you are aware of what you're dreaming or not, you may not remember this. Some of you are aware of it, some of you aren't, whatever. But it's like I feel like in at night in your subconscious, like you have a very unique talent to connect with other worlds. I mean, we all do. We all have that like ability, most likely. I mean, I'm guessing, right? I can't speak for, everything, all of metaphysics, but it feels like that is probably true. Like we all have that ability, but like you really have that ability to like go to these like other lands and talk to these like other creatures or other life forms or something that give you it's not like necessarily that they give you all this information like downloads or anything like that, but they like you feel comfortable and you feel solace when you are in these other lands in your dream time. Like they help calm you, and like they're like your friends is what I'm seeing here. So that is very unique and weird, for sure. But like you definitely have like the ability, the talent to do that. Not everybody would know or naturally know how to do that, and I don't think it's something that you purposefully do or that like you set out to do. Some of you may not be even aware that you do. But it's like you do have this ability to journey into like different like planetary energies, the moon especially. Okay, let's see, so what else? You also have a way of consoling others, like women who like feminines who are afraid to express themselves. Like you have a way of consoling that type of feminine, that the type of feminine that needs like a little bit more empowerment energy. And you are also very good at consoling masculines as far as not getting stuck in disappointments and realizing that that's like causing their head to hurt, right? And that they need to start like wielding like a new message with that ace of swords by their side. So I feel like you're a great communicator of like the subconscious. That's what I feel like this is saying. So it's not necessarily that you receive direct messages from like downloads or anything like that, although some of you may, of course, but it's more that like you are able to make things less frightening for feminines, and you are able to empower masculines who get stuck in stuckness and heartbreak and things like that. So you probably make like an excellent psychologist, or or like an excellent therapist, something along those lines. Because again, you understand the way like cycles work and that sort of deal. You also understand that like whatever you are putting into something is basically like the strength of what keeps the power of purpose rolling along here. So when people are stuck and they're not putting forth their power of purpose, you are here to remind them that this is how the world works. You got to get unstuck, because like stuckness is like death, right? So it's like stagnancy, or something like that. It can't be, not in this world, right? Everything is in motion. So it's like you have a way of getting people like back to like accepting, okay, it is what it is, but there is this strength in the power of purpose. You need to rise up and keep going. So yeah, you have a unique ability to help people through mental struggles, and to help females with their own empowerment, not to be like dragged into the darkness of like dependency on others, or something like that. Like you're able to like encourage feminines in their own power, and again masculines too, in a way. So again, I feel like you would be really great like as like a counselor or the therapist, or something along those lines. Let's see, anything else here? So this is also in relative to your own self as well. So this should be something, because the thing is, we're not able to do this for others if we're not able to do this for ourselves. So that could be why this is being highlighted too, because this is a unique talent of yours. So if you're not doing these things for yourself and building your pillar of strength here, then this is saying like do these things, because that is like really in line with where your strength and purpose is. It's like being a subconscious friend of others. So just like at nighttime when you go and you talk to these weird friends, right? It's like that same kind of energy should be playing out down here on earth, where you console. As you console these people, then you get consoled. So it might be in a different way. It might not be through earth people, but you are receiving love and like somebody to talk to when you feel like lost, or you feel confused, or something like that. There are these like other creatures, that will console you. So, but only if you are doing that sort of work here. So it's a very weird reading. I don't know if this is everybody's reading or not, but that's what I'm getting here. So, so in whatever way you can, it would probably behoove you to like really embrace this energy of recognizing, how people get scared in their minds, and how you can just say, you know what, it just is what it is. Maybe we don't have all the answers. Maybe we don't know exactly what's going on here with you, but it's okay. You're going to be okay. And I'm here for you, or, those types of things. That's what I feel is like your real power and strength. And in doing that, like you receive that same benefit, because I feel like you are many times like confused or lost or something like that. But again, there's these, it might not be the obvious thing of earth world stuff, but it's like you do get this help and poor Scorpio, let me help you, let me walk with you, I love you, it's okay, you do get that, but it's just from a different type of energy. All right, so very unique, very weird. All right, yeah, and you have the Empress here. So yeah, definitely definitely able to navigate this energy. Okay, so let's see, where's our, yeah, there we go. Let's get this card here for you. And this is regardless if you're masculine or feminine. It's really the same, like, kind of energy either way. Just say yes. Okay, wow, that is really cool. Oh my God, look. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. Really? I mean, there you go. So your family may not be like, you may find it difficult to connect with others here on this planet Earth, right? But you do have family that is out there, okay? So you have this yes, just say yes energy. Yes, just say yes. Not sure what that's about, but that is your message, Scorpio. Okay. All right, so we're on to Sagittarius. And just so you guys know, I did my reading prior to this reading. So those of you who do know I'm a Scorpio, it's like I already did my reading. And my reading was a little similar, but not, it was a little bit different message. So just so you know, you guys know. All right. All right, so let's go to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, please. Weird, unique talent that maybe is overlooked or not really noticed by Sagittarius. Yeah, this talent's hidden. What does that say? Silence. Interesting. Oh, you're a keeper of secrets, Sagittarius. That's why, like, it was hidden. It didn't want to come out. Okay. Silence. I'm hearing the sirens in the background. They're kind of fading now, but I almost get this like yeah, like psychopomp vibe or something. Okay, so let's see. Let me get a little bit more with this. All right. Sagittarius, please. Or like walking through the bardos and like helping people in transition. Yeah, you guys might really have a talent for that. Like it probably is hidden, and it's probably something that you're not aware of. Like I feel like you have this ability for like something about like crossing between two like if somebody's passing away or something like that, right? And not to be so whatever, but you know, it happens, right? Like I feel like you are able to, it's kind of like, it reminds me of the bardos, like in Tibetan culture, where they after someone passes away, like they all gather for these strengths and prayers of being able to pass the tests through the next world. And it's something like that. Like it kind of reminds me of that. Like you're able to like silently sort of help those who are like passing on, but like in a very angelic, positive way. Yeah, cosmic flower, right? Integration. Yeah. Wow. And then new beginnings at the bottom of the deck. Integrating them to their like next life. All right, so very cosmic, of course, you know, well, you know, it's kind of what I do. It's never going to be something like, oh, you have, you know, a rare, I don't know, you know, art talent or, you know, something. It can always be something weird. All right, but, you know, it's the title of our video, so there you go. Okay, so, yeah, cosmic flower, right? And then, which is a 9. Okay, because number 18, so 9 is a very mystical number, like kind of beginnings, endings, and it's got so many like cool connotations to it, right? And then we have the master number 33, integration. So yeah, I feel like you guys like have this like crazy cool like talent of keeping secrets, all right, or guardianship over certain secrets that you can actually start awakening and integrating now. Because I see it as gray. The flower here is gray, but then we have a cosmic flower that's all bright and lit up, and this integration. So I feel like you have the ability to start integrating your what you do know into things, right? Into change. I also feel like some of you do have something to do possibly with like the transition from the end of life to the next new reincarnation of life. And I can't really say exactly what that is because it's a little beyond my scope of things, right? But I got that feeling pretty quickly, like with the Bardos and that type of energy. And let's see. So with that responsibility, I would say like it's important, like if you ever are around others who are like passing on or something like that, to make sure that you are not like vibrating sadness and I mean, of course, we're gonna be sad or cry and all those things. I'm not saying like oh, tough it up, not that, but like be sure to also though keep their journey in mind. All right, and it's not about us right now to cry and be sad. Yes, it's like there's nothing wrong with that. Of course, I'm not saying to get rid of that within yourself or anything like that. No, definitely there is a time and place for that. But there's something more like about you transmitting like really good, powerful energy for this person to have the strength to be reborn into like a better position. So like maybe silently communicating with them, like to blossom and grow and not be afraid and things like that. I know that sounds very deep and heavy, but that's coming out. So there it is. Okay, so let me try to move away from that subject and let's see what else we have. Cosmic flower integration. Let me read this card. Okay. The frequency of cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home. Yeah, definitely something about past lives here. The core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. Okay, yeah, so there's also something too about like awakening secrets within you. Like you have the ability to do this. Right now they're sort of gray and neutral, but there's something like from remembrances from some very cosmic world or lifetime or something like that, that now it's time to start integrating that information in whichever way you feel prompted to. So within your own self, within maybe you want to share it with others. But I feel like the silence that has kind of been in your life is going to start dissipating. And now you're going to start integrating more of like communication of this type of energy. It's almost like it's like pulsating and like waking you up here is what I'm sensing. So that is a very unique, right, talent or unique trait that you have about yourself. Not everyone would be like awoken by this like pulsating cosmic flower message or something like that, right? But you're going to be able to, because of your silence, as long as you meditate and keep your mind clear, you're going to be able to hear this information and be able to integrate it into your own life so that things can grow and grow for yourself and that means like growing for others. Okay. Let's see. Anything else for Sagittarius? Cosmic Flower. What a cool, cool little title. Okay, Sagittarius. Unique, weird talent. Oh, hello, King of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, it's like there's a seat at the table reserved for you. Yeah, the Magician. Definitely. Okay. So, wow, you're going to work with somebody someday. Okay. Yeah, the Hierophant, the High Priestess, the Three of Cups. Okay, so yeah, I do feel like there's I do think there's a prediction element to this too. I feel like you will most likely end up working with someone, okay, in the future. So I do see that. Okay, so but yeah, there's like this like seat at the table for you. Yeah, you and somebody else. Because you have the Three of Pentacles, you have the King of Swords, you have the Queen of Swords. All right. And it's like you have the Hierophant, the High Priestess, the Three of Cups underneath the deck. So these are all about like working, someone saving the place for you too. All right. So I feel like you will be working with somebody else in the future. Two people, most likely. You may end up being like some kind of power couple with someone in the future. All right. Yeah. Because see, this person, like, they've, they have like silent, like something here, like here too, that they've like written. And you may be like the one who brings it to the public or something like that. I'm getting weird predictions here, so I'm going off topic, but that I do see that. All right, for sure. All right, so let's see. You have the ability to bring the right people together. To manifest the right situations also. So you're very good at that as well. You may be like a very good delegator in other words, like delegating, like, okay, you do this, you do that, and then together we're going to make magic here. So you may be very good at delegating. And let's see, anything else? Just manifestation in general with this integration and magician here. I do feel like you are able to manifest very uniquely, and it may involve like others. So you may not manifest super well on your own, but when you're inspired with others or when others bring the other counterparts to the table, it's like then it's easier for you to manifest or something like that. I'm just wondering if this is responsible though, because you do have a talent for it, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's responsible. So let me check that aspect. Okay. Um, yeah. It could be, but it's not possibly always. Okay. So I would say, okay, so for some of you, just because you have the talent to do this does not necessarily mean you should do this. Okay. So there is something about like you do have this amazing ability to delegate or to um The thing is, are you really helping someone so that you can get what you want? Because like in that energy, that's not good. All right, that's never going to really like work for you. So like it's better to, is it though? Hold on. Because this says seeking inappropriate surrogate families in the shadow attributes. You guys might have the tendency to fall for people that seem to hold power, and that's not really the best energy for you. All right. It's better, like independence based on learning to go it alone and conquering the fear of surviving is what is better for you. Okay, rather than trying to find that security through inappropriate surrogate means, like through other people. That's what the message is. Okay, so yeah, because you do have abilities, so you may fall prey to others who want to exploit your abilities. So it's very important that you don't do all of the work and put all the crowning moments on the tree and just let somebody else delegate to you as if they know more than you. Okay, that's like really important because you may be thinking you're working within a unit here, but not really, because this is actually the devil in this deck. The King of Pentacles is the Mad Hatter here, or whatever in this particular deck is also on the devil card. So it's like, I feel like you need to exercise silence in situations where people are trying to take advantage and manipulate you, and not to do all their work for them. Okay, that seems like a big message for you. So you may also have a particular skill of pointing this out for others, like noticing that, hey, you know what, you're doing all the work for this person. You know, you can manifest on your own. Don't be afraid of conquering the fear of surviving, like on your own merits here. So you may be very good at that too, like showing others how to do that, and not just be this like pawn in their game that does all the work, but pretends that it's a family unit. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, exorcist. You're able to exercise like this type of energy. Yeah, very cool. All right, because otherwise, like they take your energy and like use you to put the crowning moments on things, you know. And it's like the whole time it's the King of Pentacles with all this, but it's as the Devil card with all this gluttony. So it's like they just want more and more and more. And look, he's like pointing at you, like, you do this now, you know. And there's this other, you know, oaf over here going, oh, okay, yeah, I think we're doing it right. But you're the one up on the ladder doing the work and putting the shining crowns on things. So, you know, no more of that. Interesting. All right. Okay, actually, one more thing occurred to me, Sagittarius, that with that reading is that you are able to exercise those who are gluttonous or using others. You're able to exercise like an exorcist, right? Be the exerciser of that energy and like transmute it and integrate it into a positive force. Okay, so that is very metaphysical, but so the way that might play out like in the real world, right? Or not the real world, but in our, you know, physical world, or which is all of the world. But anyway, is like you're like it says on here, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. You're able to exercise demons like that others fall prey to, or that you yourself may fall prey to. And you're able to not fall from that energy, but integrate that energy and that experience into transformation. All right. So it's like you understand like that this type of energy exists in the world, and it's like your ability to like help others exercise these demons, right? And by demons I don't mean actual demons, but like that energy of gluttony and of someone else trying to get you to do work that they failed to do for themselves, or something like that. Okay. All right, so now we are on to Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, your weird talent. Okay, in a good way. When I say weird, I mean good. Okay, your weird talent. Okay. Let's see. Dreamer. The first thing I saw, it's a bird, but the first thing I saw was a microphone. Some of you may have like a really great singing voice or something like that. I almost feel like singing, but it's a bird. But the first thing I saw was, it's somebody on stage with a microphone. So two turntables and a microphone. So you might be like a good singer or something along those lines. Okay. Let's see though. Dreamer of peace with the white flowers, the white dove. Okay, let's get a little more on that. Abundance. What does that say? Retreat. Okay, retreat. Is that what it says? It's hard to see the way it's written there. Yeah, retreat. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay. Some of you may be very skilled in the I Ching. It reminds me of I Ching coins. Yeah, you have unlimited possibilities at the bottom of the deck. Okay, and it's like that earth energy, right? A big solid tree. Okay, so let's see. Dreamer, abundance, retreat. Let me look at retreat for a minute here. Because there's the bird, like a white bird again, and this is a completely different deck, right, than I'm using. Retreat. Some of you maybe is skilled at running actual retreats. Even though the I Ching is not, I don't feel it's Japanese in nature. I'm getting Japan vibes here, and probably because of that. Like a, or like a Zen, like a place with a Zen garden. Like you may be like have a unique skill at like having a retreat of teaching people about Zen gardens, or teaching people about the I Ching or different like Eastern philosophies or something like that. Let's see. Let me get the tarot. Let me see what else I can get from this. I feel too like you guys do have the ability to turn dreams into like messages, like speaking your dreams aloud. Oh, that's interesting. I said allow. Weird. Okay, speaking your dreams aloud. Let me see what else I get here. Okay, tell me more about Capricorn's unique, weird talent that they may or may not be aware of here. Interesting. 7 of Wands. definitely warrior energy. Wow. Yeah, speaking truths. Okay, let's see. This is, to me, like standing up for things you believe in. So you may dream of like a peaceful, abundant world. And I feel like you have the unique talent of, if you command this energy and speak aloud, instead of just dreaming this, like speak it, that you can like kind of like bring it into existence. Some of you may be very good at like writing, also like very dreamy type fiction, but with like a sort of underground message, like underlying message of peace. Let's see. I feel like there's a growing up, a maturing here also, from being a dreamer to being a warrior to speaking truths. I don't get retreat though. That's the one card that's like kind of throwing me off. So let me get a little bit more on that card. Let's see. Clarify retreat. Thank you. The Hierophant. Wow. Yeah. Six of Pentacles. Okay. So we have the Cheshire Cat with Alice here and the Hierophant. Maybe actually holding retreats of some kind. I think I said that already, but some, yeah, like actually um like holding some kind of retreats, like a class type retreat is what I mean, right? Like that sort of thing, like being the organizer or leader of something along those lines. For some of you, it could have some religious ties, like through like a church or something along those lines. Let's see what else I get. Because there's definitely this maturing. Because we have like little Alice, right? And then we have this like kind of very youthful figure here. So I don't look at it as far as age. I'm looking at it as far as like the hierarchy of like maturation, however you say that word, as the queen, Queen of Swords here. Okay, so, and abundance and retreat. Yeah, there may be something like that you have that you're skilled at that you can teach at a retreat. It may have something to do within like a church or like a church retreat or something like that. Because the Hierophant is usually pretty traditional stuff. Um, Yeah, it could even be like in another country. Like I was getting Japan vibes and like the I Ching and stuff like that, right? So it could even be sort of like how there's like church, not conversions. I don't want to go to that route, right? Because I'm just, not super a fan of imposing, things like that. But something like where it's like within the confines of a traditional religion, but that you like you might be skilled in some kind of maybe martial art, or just or just some sort of warrior-esque energy that others can benefit from. Let's see, what else? I think martial arts might be something that you have a skill for that you may not know. Like you may be very good at like working with staffs, like they do in martial arts. Yeah, like that is definitely coming through for sure for some of you. Like you may learn, like you could travel to like another country and learn like the skill and art of this. And I feel like um yeah, you may go to some kind of retreat or something like that that's in a traditional form and learn like traditional, like the art of war, something like that, right? Sun Tzu. I'm getting like that kind of vibe. Or what was that cool TV show? Kung Fu. Remember Kung Fu back in the day? David Carradine. Oh my God, I had the biggest crush on David Carradine. Of course I did, because he was a weirdo, right? Okay, so of course, Stella had a crush on Keith or David Carradine, or it was David or Keith Carradine. Damn, I forget. But anyway, the Kung Fu dude. All right. So, all right, let's see. Interesting. Let me see what else I'm getting from this. I feel like, yeah, maybe there's a little bit more here. You have the ability to not just be a dreamer of peace, but to be a warrior and protector of peace within the traditional confines of things. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. But you can go outside of this traditional confine, possibly by holding your own retreats or something like that at some point in life, or at some like a sub retreat within a the confines of like the church or something like that. That's what I am seeing. So some kind of skill. For some of you, it has something to do with martial arts, or the skill of being a warrior, and it's tied into very much tied into Asian culture, from what I can see here, or like what I feel from these cards. But this is more like traditional, like Catholic, this, that, the other, that, like that kind of thing, right? And there's something here where I feel like you can train, go from being a dreamer to this Queen of Swords, and actually like lead your own retreats, or be a part of like a mission of some sort, right? Or within the confines of the church, but again, like hold your own sort of side messages in those confines. Interesting. Broken open. Yeah, like breaking open the idea that, oh, okay, so all right, so some of you have, all right, that's what it is. Some of you have things to expose and reveal, and it's just a dream for you, like possibly right now, like you dream of this like kind of peaceful evolution, right, of something, whatever that may be, just in general. And it's like, but you may feel like, well, how can I do that? Because everything is so structured, or I'm not part of a church, or I'm not a member of the congregation. This is saying you can do something like that, but like in your own way. So you may feel like you can't do something because it's not within the structure of things, but this is saying you can break that structure open and do things and release that peace, release that bird, right? It's like, the bird is the peace symbol here. Like, it's available. You talk to it, it's there, but right now it's buried underneath this like heavy Hierophant, you know, protected energy, right? That cat, it's no coincidence, you know, we have a cat and a bird here, you know, that they chose the Cheshire cat here, right? So it's like the cat would immediately chase the bird and swallow it, right? But the thing is, you distract the cat so that the bird can be released. So here's what, so, okay, the way I'm seeing this now is like you have the ability to work within a system and kind of distract said system, all right, by appearing as if you are falling in line with everything, but you, at the whole time, you're releasing the freedom of like this piece that needs to be released and broken open. And you're doing that with like the power of your words. So this could, you know, on a day-to-day level, this could probably work out in ways of like moving within a system, like at work or whatever, right? But it's like fighting for your place within that workplace by distracting them and making the company feel like you are playing by the rules, right? But the whole time it's like you are working your way into leadership so that you can like break this MFer wide open, you know, and make the positive changes that need to happen within this construct. That's what I see. All right. So interesting reading and very cool and admirable. All right. So what else? Okay. So what is the final message for Capricorn? What is just a like final message? Not necessarily, doesn't have to pertain to this, but just a message in general for Capricorn. Soul family. Yeah, I feel like you could have your own sort of retreat or something along those lines, right? Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Wow. Yeah, that is really cool. Yeah, I feel like there's somewhere you can go and like gain like this warrior energy that you need to stand into this power position here. So like you don't have to do it alone. Call in your tribe, your soul family. Yeah, beautiful. And even the colors. So your soul family is probably water energy and air energy. Okay, cool. All right, Capricorn. We are on to Pisces. Or not Pisces. I'm sorry, Aquarius. Aquarius, please. Their weird talent in a good way. All right, when I use the word weird, I mean that in a really cool kind of way. All right, so a cool, weird talent that Aquarius has that they probably are not utilizing or know that they have. Okay, ooh, the rose's kiss. Okay. Loyalty. It's interesting because you have willing release at the bottom of the deck. All right, which is like when you, yeah, oh my God, look, Ed, I was just gonna say like when you make wishes, and look, you have wish upon a star here as well. Okay, so you have the ability to, like, florals are very important for you. I do feel like that, like those are like positive like totems for you or something along those lines. Some of you may even be skilled in the art of like florals in some way. Let's see. Loyalty and being able to like make a wish and then let it go. Willing release, because that's what we do with dandelions, right? You know, we as children, that's, you know, we would blow on the dandelions and make our wish, and then all the little pieces go off, you know, and we sort of let it go. So I do feel like there's, yeah, you have 3, 4, and then 999. So you have a lot of nines here. 9 is a magical like number of like beginnings, endings, you know, releasing, receiving, you know, that sort of energy. So yeah, I feel like you guys are able to like make wishes and let them go, and they bring like a lot of good luck. I see the ladybug here, and the rose stands for loyalty. You may be able to do this for others as well, like make a wish and kind of let it go, as long as it's coming from the heart. The star is in the heart. Okay, let's get a little more. All right. So what else is Aquarius? What is their unique, weird, cool talent? Synchronicity. Oh my God, look, and another flower, another rose. And planting seeds. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, this is cool. All right. Finder of lost things underneath the deck. Well, that is intriguing. Yeah, so you may be like very skilled at like just finding things, like things that oh, okay, so that could be like if people are looking for something, like you might like the way this could work out in a practical way. It's like you might be very highly skilled in finding that particular thing for them. So in other words, like a antique dealer, for instance, it's like, and you have a client that's looking for a particular, plate from the 1940s to that because they broke one of their plates and they need a replacement or something. Like you may be like really skilled at like having good luck in finding that item for that person. Okay. Or for yourself even. So in a practical way, that could be in a more metaphysical way. I feel like you have good luck when you are able to be like the prince is like the rescuer, right? When you're able to put others in touch with lost things or something like that, like you bring good luck or something along those lines. Okay, so let's see. Synchronicity and planting seeds. So again, look at all the floral. You have so much about flowers. So some of you may be like flower magic might be something that you are highly skilled at. Also releasing, right? Willing release, letting things go and then planting new seeds. Like that's you understand the synchronicity of when to plant new seeds. You guys have a very high adept understanding of like manifestation and transformation and when to do something. Like when it's the right synchronicity, when it's the right time. Okay. Let's see. Let's get some tarot cards here. Okay, anything else you can tell me about this for Aquarius? Also, again, just like a huge talent in something to do with botanicals. I feel like that is like really, like you guys might have like a really great sense of like an olfactory sense that is highly, highly developed. So like that would what's that? What are the wine people consommeur or whatever that word is? Like the people who can separate or they can identify certain aromatics and scents, or like a perfumer or something like that. I feel like you guys might have some kind of unique skill in something along those lines, or working with botanicals in some way. Yeah, Two of Wands, again with the flowers and the roses. Something flipped around. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. Yeah, you're able to spot sweet opportunities also. And that's, I just heard too, like, spot others. Okay, so you know how like they say, what is that? That it was like slang. I think it was in the 70s or something, like, hey man, can you spot me a 20 or something like that. That just like came into my head too. So like you may be able to like see opportunities where you spot somebody something because you know it is a sweet opportunity. Okay, so somebody else had something similar to that too, where like they had a good idea of like what to invest in, or like what is a sweet opportunity, like being on the lookout for that. Like you can spot sweet opportunities, but you can also possibly spot others, okay, to um better opportunities or something like that too. I feel like that is also a like unique talent. Like you're able to see like, oh wow, yeah, this person could do this. Let me spot them this, and they can paint this sweet picture. That will obviously return to you, but help them or something like that too. So I feel like yours is in very Aquarius fashion. Yours is very unique, and it's also not just like about you. It's like about others also, because right, Aquarius, humanitarian. So there's something here about like honoring loyalty. There's like good luck here. Willing release, there's good luck. New synchronicities will come, and there will be new seeds to be planted here, new opportunities that will have sweet returns, right? That's what I get here. So it's like I do feel like you have a very unique ability to manifest, not only for yourself but for others as well. I would be careful with that. I mean, as long as it comes from the heart, because sometimes we think we know what somebody needs, right? But is it, kind of thing. But with yours, I don't feel like you can go wrong. I really don't. I mean, I'm a little trepidatious in saying that, because sure, you could wish something for someone else that's like, oh my God, that's not a good thing at all, or something like that. But I don't see that with all this like light and flora, and like it just feels like it's so ethereal and beautiful and close to your heart. So I do feel like that is possible to pull from this ethereal energy down into the actual physical world here, and like really create things for yourself, for others. Good instincts on spotting opportunities, like sweet opportunities. Okay, for sure. Some of you may be very good at spotting land, or something along those lines, like land to be developed, or something like that. uh Others of you, you really have a magical sort of like weird talent at synchronicity of when to plant the right seed with something, and it will grow and it will flourish. So that's what I see there. Okay. And especially like those flowers are just really standing out to me. Recognizing loyalty also, it brings good luck. All right, I see that as well with the ladybug. Like it helps you rise above and plant new seeds for new opportunity. Yeah, I'm not surprised to see that card there, birthing a new age for sure. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, inner temple, devotion, tune in to the portal of your heart. Not even kidding. Look at that. The star is in the heart center here. Beautiful. So as long as you are tuned in and devoted to like heart energy, love energy, wishing with love. All right, not with like anything, only with love. It's like, I do feel like you get like sweet new beginnings, new starts with things. You are really going to help be like usher in like this new age, which makes sense, Aquarius, right, with Pluto and all that, birthing new creations and dreaming a new world into being. Wow. Awesome reading, Aquarius. Okay. Pisces, let's take a look at your very unique weird talent. Weird talent. Weird science. Okay, success. Well, right on. I don't think that's so weird. But that's what you got. Okay, success. What does that say? Oh, it says wake. So waking success. Okay, so you are very skilled and talented at waking success. Oh, hello. Hello, soulmate. Oh my god, I love this card. I think it's so cute. They're like cute little hippies, right? Or little hipsters. I don't know. Very, very cool. All right. And wake is pink and like pink. Okay. And home. Oh my gosh. How adorable. I love the home card. It's so cute. Oh my god. And look, the pink, and look, I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but there's these little pink dotted lines, like little dashes that start here and they circle and then they go into like the window there of the home. So, yeah, you guys have the like talent of, I feel like once you meet someone, like you really know how to make a relationship successful and how to like build like a happy home. There's like this purity of the white rose that stands taller than the house, right? There's a rainbow in the background. It's like you really have the ability and talent to have a very successful companion relationship, something along those lines. Whether you realize that or not, okay, that's a different story, but it's like you definitely have the talent and the ability to be able to do this. And I call it a talent because it is. Because not everyone, I mean, we all do have the capacity to do that, but not everyone has like sort of natural talent to do that. Okay, some people really have to really work and live lifetimes before they can get to this type of energy. So I do feel like you are very good at this. You're also very good at possibly helping people bring things into their home that are in tune. So, in other words, feng shui might be something that you are very skilled at. You may be able to create perfect, like, harmony and a successful, like, interior and environment of purity, either in a home or outside, maybe via landscaping or maybe via interior design or something like that. You may be very talented at that also. Okay, let's get a little bit more. Okay, what else for Pisces as far as their unique talent? Oh my God, Ten of Pentacles. I mean, this kind of reminds me of the Ten of Cups, and you have the Ten of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, so cool. And Six of Wands. Wow. All right. Oh my God. I wish I would have done that on camera. It's the very next card, Ten of Cups. My gosh, Pisces. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Six of Wands. You have like insane like talent here. Wow. Some of you, it could again have anything to do with creating beautiful homes for people or inside or out. finding the right homes for people. All right. Could be in real estate or something like that. Just building a happy home, not literally building with your hands, maybe, but I mean, like, just, you have an incredible talent for like maintaining, an emotionally safe relationship and a foundationally safe relationship. Okay. So that could be what it is. But mostly I feel like this is saying like you have the ability to inside and outside of the home. I feel it's like something to do with like purifying homes or decorating homes or feng shuiing homes. I really feel like that's what it is. But on a more cosmic level, I do feel it is like you are able to form like a really amazing partnership with someone. Okay, so I do think that is also like a factor here as well, like for yourself, because if you can create this for others, you can create it for yourself, right? So you can create beauty and harmony inside and outside of your home and have success, right? If you can do that for others, you can do that for yourself as well. So, really nice. I don't know really what else more I can say. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I pick up here. I'm going to pull one card from, where's that deck? Yeah, from this deck, and see if there's anything else that I may have missed. Awakening Genius. Oh my gosh. The Royal You and Tender Embrace. Look at the elephants. Master number 22. And talk about Royal You. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. My gosh. Yeah, you are like home. You are definitely like able to... You have the unique ability to awaken some sort of success energy within yourself that is totally in tune and can bring stability and emotional fulfillment and like recognition with the Six of Wands, and again bring happiness and bringing happiness into and outside of homes is what I see. So it's a very intriguing message, but it's like I don't know, like I'm not getting any particular hits on exactly what this is, other than very strongly indicating interior or exterior design. Like that is coming through very strong. And maintaining like a soulmate partnership here. Being in tune with a partner for sure. Like could bring like amazing purity. I'm gonna leave it there because really I think anything else would just be kind of just looking for other stuff when, I mean, this is amazing. So why not just leave it there? Really good reading for you, Pisces. Okay. But I will get your last oracle card here. Okay. Any other final message for Pisces? Does not necessarily have to be on this, just any other message for Pisces. Okay. So you have who or what is triggering you. Yeah, I noticed you have boundaries here at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Let's see. How are you being called to step up and lead? Yeah, awaken something within you here, because I feel like it could lead to like partnership, a success, finding your soulmate, finding your ideal home, awakening genius and success. So if there's something that's been triggering you, it's like figure that out, because it's like you're being called to step up and lead here, because you have also have oh my god, look at, I don't know if that was on camera or not, but that card just spilled over here, and it's the Star card, because you have this card too of like, where do you need to establish better boundaries? I feel like you need to shut out everything right now and really focus on what is awakening within you. How are you being called to step up and lead? Like let that awakening happen because it's like it's going to be extremely healing for you, and it's really like the key to bringing you like this amazing success, which was our very first card. You have a talent for success. So as long as you are not allowing certain things to trigger you, and as long as you are setting like healthy, you know, sort of, giving yourself time and space, like all these little hands are reaching out, gimme, 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 and it's like, it's like, this is what I'm being called to, getting into that energy, I feel, is really what's important here. Okay. All right. Beautiful, Pisces. Love it. All right. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me, and I will see you soon. Thanks so much.